Think about the most hard-working organ in your body. Naturally, the mind goes straight to your heart. It beats over 100,000 times a day. We spend a massive amount of time talking about cardiovascular health, protecting our hearts with nutrition, and monitoring our blood pressure. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. But what if your heart is actually only doing half the job? What if I told you that you possess a literal second heart hidden right inside your body? And if you aren't actively engaging it, your entire circulatory system is forced to work twice as hard just to keep you alive. Today, we are unlocking the profound science of the skeletal muscle pump. We are going to discover why your chest's primary pump is completely helpless without your lower body, how a lack of simple daily movement quietly damages your blood vessels, and how nurturing this second heart through sustainable lifestyle habits can permanently protect your longevity. Please take a second to like the video and leave a comment. Engagement is a huge help to the channel. To truly appreciate why your lower body is so vital, we first have to understand a fundamental flaw in human mechanics, the gravity problem. When your heart contracts, it fires blood out into your arteries under immense pressure. This highly oxygenated blood travels down to your toes effortlessly because gravity is helping it glide down the vertical drop of your body. Your primary heart has more than enough power to distribute blood downward, but here is where the mechanical system breaks down. Once that blood delivers its oxygen to the cells of your feet, it has to turn around and make the long, grueling journey all the way back up to your chest. This is called venous return, the process of blood traveling back to your heart. And by the time the blood enters your deep veins, the initial pressure generated by your heart's contraction has dropped to almost zero. Think about that for a moment. Your blood pressure in your feet is virtually non-existent, yet it has to climb roughly 4 to 5 feet straight up against the unrelenting pull of gravity. Your chest's heart is completely incapable of sucking that blood back up on its own. It simply doesn't possess the vacuum power required to lift fluids from your shoes back to your chest. If your body relied solely on the main heart to pull blood upward, circulation would stall out completely within minutes, causing a catastrophic backup of fluid in your lower extremities. So how does our biology bypass this massive physical barrier? The answer lives inside your calf muscles, specifically the complex pairing of your gastrocnemius and soleus muscles. This structure is known clinically as the calf muscle pump, and it behaves exactly like a beautifully synchronized mechanical engine. To visualize exactly how this works, we need to take a look at the precise plumbing hidden deep within your leg tissue. When your calf muscles are relaxed, the valves in your veins close firmly under the weight of the blood, acting like tiny structural floodgates that prevent gravity from pulling the fluid backward into your ankles. But the moment your calf muscles contract, they physically bulge outward. Because these muscles are tightly wrapped in a tough, unyielding layer of tissue called fascia, they can't expand outward infinitely. Instead, they squeeze inward, compressing the deep vein like an industrial piston. This deep compression creates a massive spike in internal pressure, blasting the upper valve open and shooting the stagnant blood straight up toward your torso. The moment you lift your foot and the muscle relaxes, the upper valve snaps shut to lock that blood in its new, higher position, while the lower valve opens to draw a fresh batch of blood up from your foot. Every single step you take is a literal heartbeat for your lower body. Now that we understand the beauty of this pump, we have to look at what happens when it goes completely quiet. In our modern world, millions of us spend hours completely frozen in place, sitting behind steering wheels, typing at desks, or lounging on couches. When your lower legs stop moving, the mechanical piston we just looked at shuts down completely. Without the rhythmic contraction of your calf muscles, hemodynamics shift dangerously. The blood entering your feet begins to move slower and slower, a state known clinically as venous stasis. Because there is no muscular compression to push the fluid upward, the pressure inside your lower veins begins to climb dramatically. This steady buildup of stagnant fluid places an immense, unnatural strain on the delicate walls of your veins. Your primary heart keeps pumping blood down into your legs, but the exit ramp is essentially blocked by a lack of movement. As a result, the deep veins in your calves are forced to overinflate like overfilled balloons, stretching the structural tissue and compromising your entire cardiovascular efficiency. Have you ever noticed that after a long, sedentary day of travel or office work, your socks leave deep, painful indentations around your ankles? Or perhaps your shoes feel tight and uncomfortable by the time evening rolls around? This isn't just random fatigue, it is a direct consequence of the gravity trap. When blood pools in your lower legs due to an inactive muscle pump, the persistent internal pressure forces the liquid component of your blood, the plasma, to physically leak through the microscopic walls of your capillaries. The fluid migrates directly into the surrounding interstitial spaces, the spaces between your tissue cells. This process triggers a condition called peripheral edema, which is simply a medical term for fluid swelling in your extremities. I want to emphasize that this fluid retention is not a personal failure, nor is it something to view with shame or stigma. It is a completely normal, predictable physical response to prolonged stillness. Your body is simply showing you a clear, visible sign that its secondary circulatory pump is desperately waiting to be turned back on. When this pooling and high pressure are allowed to continue for months or years without intervention, the temporary swelling transitions into permanent, structural vascular damage. The first structures to break down are those beautiful one-way valves we highlighted earlier. Under the constant pressure of stagnant blood, the walls of the veins stretch so wide that the delicate valve flaps can no longer meet in the middle. They become incompetent, meaning they stay partially open. Now, when you stand up, blood actively leaks backward, cascading downward and pooling permanently in your lower legs. This structural collapse is what causes varicose veins, twisted, swollen, visibly enlarged vessels that represent a system under severe pressure. A much more immediate danger of an inactive second heart is deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. When blood remains stagnant in the deep calves for hours, clotting factors naturally clump together. A major landmark review published in The Lancet in 2021 confirmed that prolonged unbroken sitting increases the risk of lower limb blood clots by up to 40%. If one of these clots breaks free, it can travel straight to your lungs, creating a life-threatening pulmonary embolism. Knowing the dangers of venous stasis might feel alarming, especially if your job or lifestyle requires travel or periods of sitting. But here is the beautiful news. You do not need extreme, exhausting routines to protect your vascular health. The solution lies in simple, sustainable micro-movements that can literally save your life on long flights or during long workdays. Simple exercises like seated heel raises, where you keep your toes anchored and lift your heels toward the sky, or smooth ankle circles immediately activate the soleus and gastrocnemius muscles. Mechanically, these subtle contractions are incredibly powerful. Even while sitting down, flexing your ankle joint to its full range of motion compresses those deep veins with enough force to instantly clear out pooled blood, lower venous pressure, and restore optimal blood flow back to your torso. It is a highly accessible, zero-cost habit that directly counteracts the physical strain of modern sedentary environments. As we look toward the future, the ultimate goal isn't just to manage pooling on a long flight. It is to build a highly resilient second heart through consistent, sustainable habits. When you focus on gradually building the strength and endurance of your lower body through walking, cycling, or gentle resistance exercises like squats and calf raises, you are permanently altering your cardiovascular health for the better. A highly conditioned, strong set of leg muscles possesses a denser network of capillaries and superior muscle tone. This means that even when you are standing still or resting, your muscles exert a healthier baseline resting pressure on your deep veins. By upgrading the efficiency of your lower body pump, you permanently reduce the total workload on your primary heart. Because your legs are doing their part to effortlessly push blood upward, your chest's heart doesn't have to beat as forcefully or as rapidly to maintain systemic circulation. This lowers your systemic vascular resistance, helps naturally balance blood pressure, and preserves your primary heart's longevity for decades to come. Here is the doctor's verdict. Your body is a masterpiece of interconnected systems, and true health is never about finding a quick fix or forcing yourself through painful, unsustainable routines. It is about understanding your biology, showing it grace, and building simple, life-giving habits into your daily flow. When you choose to protect your lower body movement, you aren't just working on your legs, you are directly honoring and supporting your primary heart. Listen to your body, give it the movement it craves, and recognize that every single step you take is a beautiful act of self-care. I would love to hear from you in the comments. How do you keep your second heart moving during a long day? Stay mindful, protect your movement, and I will see you in the very next video. Watch this video suggestion. It was especially picked for you. Please share, comment, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos and keep growing.